What's up, everyone? You guys should go check out my channel. I make videos daily. Usually make a couple videos a day. So it's not like you guys are going to miss out on daily uploads, like I said in my description. Which is totally not going to happen. I upload all the time, so you guys, you do definitely not need to worry about that. But we're gonna be ranking the best wide receiver in each division in the NFC. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Let's see it. NFC teams. So first of all, I know all the NFC teams. The viewer might not know, so this is important. NFC teams are the Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions, New York Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints, Los Angeles Rams, Washington Commanders, Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers, and Atlanta Falcons and Arizona Cardinals. So with that, the best player the best wide receiver or tight end in each division. Subscribe for part 2, the AFC one. Subscribe for part 2. So the best wide receiver in the NFC North. I'm going to start out with my favorite division because my favorite team's in the NFC North. I mean, as it hurts to say this, but the one is pretty easy because sadly the NFC North has the best wide receiver in all of the NFL pretty easily. Him, Justin Jefferson, and Tyreek Hill are obviously some of the best wide receivers, tight ends. I'm counting tight ends as a wide receiver too because I'm just saying anyone that catches the ball on a normal basis. Okay. So we're going to the next division. The San Francisco 49ers, Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Rams, and Seattle Seahawks. So obviously, DK Metcalf is a beast. But is he better than George Kittle? DeAndre Hopkins doesn't count anymore because the Arizona Cardinals stupidly raised him this offseason. It's pretty stupid that they raised him. I get it. The Arizona Cardinals are going in a rebuild right now. But I think it's too early for a rebuild. You know, you have your promising young QB of the future, Kyler Murray, because they had signed him for the extension. So, the best wide receiver in that division is probably Deebo. I'm going to be saying my top people. Deebo Samuel. We're doing the Cardinals, the San Francisco 49ers, that division. The Seahawks, that division. So DeAndre Hopkins obviously beast. So if we have to pick from each team one player, this might be a little controversial, whatever you guys say. But honestly, I am taking George Kittle over Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel was great for a couple years. He was great last year, but he wasn't the same as he was that one year. Arizona Cardinals gotta take Marquise Brown. Yeah, Marquise Brown. Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf for Tyler Lockett. I personally think DK Metcalf is better. DK Metcalf either has this really outstanding performance. Everybody thinks he's one of the best wide receivers. Everyone goes crazy. DK Metcalf it's all over the news. Seattle Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf is here, and he wants to talk about the 200-yard performance. And then other games that just take Seattle Seahawks star wide receiver DK Metcalf has 50 yards. Those are the games. There's not really an in-between. And then for the Arizona Cardinals, okay, so it's the Rams. I mean, Cooper Kupp was injured almost all of last year. He was on pace for being one of the best wide receivers last year. He was the best wide receiver 2 years ago. So, honestly, I personally think, like, when the year Matthew Stafford joined, he was the best wide receiver by a decent amount. Justin Jefferson was still elite, but he was not at Cooper Kupp's level that year. So, honestly, I gotta take, if they're healthy, Cooper Kupp, but from last year, George Kittle, because I don't think from last year, Cooper Kupp was healthy enough. But if they're healthy enough, then give me Cooper Kupp. The New York Giants. So, the New York Giants division. So, it's the Eagles, the Giants, the Dallas Cowboys. One of the best divisions easily in the NFL, and then Washington Commanders. So, if we're going to have to do it by team, I don't even, so the Giants don't have the best, wide receiver core. So, let me look at the Giants wide receiver just so we can talk about them. Giants wide receiver. Giants wide receiver. Giants Wii. So, obviously, they don't have their best, but in my opinion, their best. Wide receiver number 1, Isaiah Hodgins. So, I'm just going to say it's him. And then the rest. And then the Giants is the only team that lacks wide receivers in their division. We're gonna be so in their division they have Jay Hodgins for the Giants is their number 1 wide receiver. For the Eagles, I don't think there's any argument against this. Devontae Smith is elite, so I got it. Psych, it's AJ Brown. Devontae Smith is great, but I don't think he's at the level of AJ Brown yet. We have the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, CDM. And then I really think that's their only stud wide receiver. Brandon Cooks, if it's for career, which it isn't, it would be Brandon Cooks, as he has played way longer than CDM. But from last year, I mean, Brandon Cooks had that QB issue because, Davis Mills is not your franchise QB. I don't know why the Texans ever gave him a second chance. Then again, that's kind of like what people thought about the Justin Fields, and then he basically proved that he was. Davis Mills bad second season. So obviously Brandon Cook didn't want to play, and he had a horrible QB. So I'm gonna take CDM, and then we have and for the Washington Commanders, we have Scary Terry McLaurin. I think there's no argument against it. I don't think there's any argument against it. Obviously, Terry McLaurin has been putting up great seasons for the QBs he had. Taylor Heineke is, I don't know why they don't put him as their main starter every single week 1 to week 18 if he's not injured. But I don't think there's any argument about it. Terry McLaurin's been great for the QB he has had. But I don't think there's any argument about it. It is. it is A.J. Brown. And then for the final division in our rankings, because this is NFC only, subscribe for part 2. For the AFC, the final team is the New Orleans Saints, the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, yeah. Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and New Orleans Saints. Okay. So that's our final division. Our final division is the Buccaneers division, because they won it last year. I don't think there's any competition. It's Chris Olave, Drake and Mike Evans. And I get it, there's 2 people from the same team, but I think that they're worth it. So Carolina Panthers, because they don't have their star DJ Moore anymore. So I think Mike Evans is 100% the best wide receiver in that division. I mean, their division is trash though.